Gonna have to take,
Uh,
like, an intermission
I
to,
tell
like,
you
get some tea and honey.
so I do have my tea and honey, but one of our we could change this. Instead of being an episode, it could be just a commercial for why you shouldn't do smoking.
Yeah,
I've been smoking for
jeez.
like 20 plus years.
Yeah,
Like,
basically.
like on Marge, I've been smoking for 50 years, and this is my story.
Just down bad. Just down
Uh,
horrendous.
it honestly sounds better than yesterday. It was
Really?
terrible, bro.
Damn. How'd
Like,
the, 'cause it was 4 shows, right? How'd they all shape up? Not too bad?
bro.
Was there one that was a shit show and one that was, like,
Oh
really
my
good,
god.
or
So the last one was definitely the best one. Um,
naturally?
so
Got all
the
the
D
kinks out.
the D1 yapping continued throughout.
Yeah,
Um,
as it sh yeah.
I
There's no
started putting
surprise
some
there.
parlays for some money line between 20 to 30 minutes at the end. I was putting mine on 25,
Mhm.
right sweet spot, boom.
Yeah.
Um, but I would say probably the worst show was our Saturday morning show,
Okay.
and it was really well, obviously, we had some mic issues happen.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like,
We couldn't get it ironed out?
at the last one, Jesus' mic cut out in the second scene, they had to change his battery in the back. It was like, I don't know I don't know what's going
Rough.
on, dude.
Not looking good.
But, no, I mean, it went off with pretty much without a hitch.
Okay.
Worked all the way up to Sunday's performance. Saturday was definitely a grueler. So we were supposed
Yeah,
to start the first show at 3 and the second show at 7. So, like, you'd finish the first show at, like, 5-ish, you could go eat,
and then
and
come
then you
back.
kinda, like, get ready. Um, they didn't sit people down till, like, 3:30,
Ooh,
so we finished that at, like, 5:30 to 6, and then we had to be ready
yeah.
to go by 7, so you're like
You're just chalking it. You're just
yeah,
like,
so
food's chalked."
no, we still ate,
Okay.
but they gave us, like, like, pasta with meat sauce and, like, some wings, which I'm still not sure when I say wings, like a wing,
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure if it was cooked all the
One
way through,
singular wing.
for just enough protein. Um, I started getting some heartburn
Oh,
on stage, so I
that
just
ain't good.
kinda sat there and was like, "Well, I'm gonna have to add this to, you know, old, old Jesus' plate here, because I
Yeah.
mean, what else
Add
what
it
else
to
am
the
I gonna
tally.
do with this?" Yeah, like, let's just
Yeah.
add it to his tab. Um, but it went off perfect. We
Okay.
did as far as, like, the Roman soldier perspective, we scared the hell out of everyone, and everyone hated us by the end of it, which was good. That's,
Good.
like, what you
Did your
want.
job.
Um, yeah, the Saturday morning one, we didn't love it because one of the changes is, like, you remember when Jesus falls in the middle of the walkway?
Mhm, yeah.
We added in that we would start to kinda, like, gang up on him, start kicking him, like, all this and that because he's on the ground.
Okay.
Saturday, they told me to kinda wait, so we just look like a bunch of idiots. All 3 of us are waiting until Simon gets thrown onto the cross, so we're just, like, standing there. I'm like, "Yeah, this is not
Yeah.
we're not doing that again."
Yeah.
Um, Simon got thrown by 2 people, so I'm kicking Jesus, and I see, like it looked like a football play. I see some dude fly across. I
Just
I
getting
just handed him the
launched.
cross. I'm like, "That's yours. There you go. You take that." But it was great. I mean,
Yeah, it's good.
it went off without a hitch, went another year. We had the Jesus that we had this year, shout out Jackson, literally learned this play in about 2 months.
Okay, not
So,
bad.
yeah, I mean, he went from obviously having to learn a bunch of songs in a matter of month to not having a script anymore to acting it out to being it. Um, so it was perfect, but yeah, I definitely lost my voice. I gave
Yeah.
gave it all I had. I did have a really funny moment after the Saturday morning show. My family came to see it, so I was, giving hugs and all this and that.
Mhm.
This random Asian guy walks up to me, shakes my hand, and goes, "I'm so happy and proud of you that you found a show where you can be so abusive to Jesus." And I was like, "Thanks,
Like,
man."
"Thanks, buddy."
He's like, "I'm very proud of you, and I'm happy it works." I was like, "So am I, I guess."
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate your
so,
support, obviously.
so
Thank
he did,
you.
he did it once. And thank you, brother. He did it once, and then I'm standing there after talking to my dad, and he comes up and says it again to me and my buddy, and we're like, "Hey, we're just glad it fit too, man." Like,
Yeah, facts.
I don't
That's
know
good
who the guy
shit.
was. God bless him. Glad
Yeah,
he
gotta
found a
love the
good
support.
show.
Should've signed an autograph for him at that point.
I should have, dude.
Probably what he wanted. He
Oh,
was just
I didn't think
starstruck.
about that. Maybe. Then he'd see my penmanship and just be like, "Good lord, stick to your
Yeah.
day job."
Like, yeah. You got nothing for me.
No, you're not going to want to frame it. I'll tell you that. You could
Yeah.
probably copy it to put on your doctor's notes, but
Yeah.
no, it was really great to
Good ship.
see.
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear about the number of people that we saved through this performance. So that's
Yeah.
always the most rewarding part of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then I also didn't, because of the play, I didn't want to kill myself as much because I didn't have to watch the absolute grueler of invasion control and
Oh,
hard point and S&D and
ain't
hard.
nothing good about it. There's nothing good about watching Invasion. I'll tell you that much.
I just want to understand how there's wallbang spots through 2 buildings, but you can barely kill someone through a car.
Yeah. That
I
doesn't make
just
any sense.
no. How is the motorcycle cover better than a building?
That's what yeah. I mean, it's a question that we're all trying to get asked. I might as well just pull up
Yeah. How did
just
we
pull up
do?
this
I'm
we did shit.
okay, LAG
I'm
just
out of focus, so I mean it's just like
I
focus.
lost my voice, yours won't focus. I mean, Jesus, what are we? We're
There we
ragtag.
go. There we go.
There we go. Had a baby.
Let me share my screen here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we started
Image.
off we got 16 points total for the bracket. Not good. Overall we finished 1,396th.
Oh, we almost broke 1,000.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good. I don't know. We kind of the last
Yeah, the last 2 weeks we kind of
yeah, even
yeah.
the last we started off hot and we kind of just gone on a downward spiral. Thursday was good. Obviously, we recapped
Yeah.
this already, but we started off well. We got most of these right, like half. Like this Rocker
Yeah.
win a game 5. Like okay, bro, whatever. Thieves are shit, I guess. Like
Yeah, I
almost
don't
beat
know.
Faze. Probably should have beat Faze, and then you lose a LAG. Like you probably should have beat Faze,
Yes.
and Faze won the whole tournament. Then you lose to LAG. It does nothing makes sense.
No.
No.
None of it. Not
Then
at all.
basically from there, we got Ultra like losing. We got up to Optic, and then after that point, it was just red carpet for us. Like we had, somehow Tej gets one, Clay
Yeah.
gets one, LAG makes a top 6 run. Like, yeah, it was just. Then we get to Sunday, we just whiffed on everything. Optic lose.
We got the grand final, right?
We got the teams, but we picked Optic, so
Oh,
like we
okay.
got the grand final teams right, but we didn't get the winner right. So I mean, it counts for I mean, it doesn't count for any
Right.
points. Like it counts for pride that we
Got the top 2,
we
baby.
figured that would be the grand final. I didn't expect Toronto to just kind of go out sad on Sunday.
I didn't either. I
Yeah,
don't know
they just
what,
got
like
curb stomped. I feel like that's how it goes. So, like, how many
yeah,
events are there this year? There's 4 and then champs.
foreign champs, I think.
Like, I could realistically see the top 4 teams winning 4. Like,
Yeah,
the
just
next
like
2 majors
swapping
is either for the next 2, it'll
subliners
either be
or Optic.
Optic or New York, and then at champs, it's like, okay, which team is gonna
Be hot.
win to win the 2 events this year and say we were the best team? Like, that's how I feel like it's gonna be. Which is kind of what
That's
I
it.
expected going into the year.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Bro.
the skill level in the league is just really well distributed. Like there's talent everywhere.
Yeah, in the top 4. Everyone else is shit.
Yeah, that's yeah. I
Everyone
should
else in the
emphasize.
bottom, like, yes, I mean, I kind of more want to look at like
Oh, the breaking point.
like the standards or the standings.
Oh, okay. It's like there are no
Going the fucking
GAs.
wrong way. Here we go.
Scrappy said those are done.
Yeah, that should. I don't know what's going on there, but
It shocked those.
yeah. So we'll have an Ultra Major and a Carolina Major. So we'll see. But like, here's where we're looking right now. Obviously, pretty tight phase by making the grand finals and then winning a grand finals in the first 2 majors are gonna have the most points. But it's pretty balanced from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like this just 5 through. Jeez.
I think we just have
Carolina and
to.
LAG.
I think we just learned though that Carolina is they're a land team.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna do well on
So
land.
like, who's making changes? Okay, wait. Who's not making changes? Obviously, none of the top 4 teams are gonna make a
Top four
change.
aren't.
But
Minnesota's making a
who's
change.
not? Like, is LAG not gonna make a change now because they got top 6?
I don't know. I
They
feel like
might not. Vegas isn't. Vegas will probably stick it out.
I don't know if Carolina
I
does.
don't
Like,
think Carolina will either. I
I
feel
think
like
they're gonna
everyone
stick to
else
it.
is up for a change.
Yeah. Miami has to blow it all the way up. Like,
Miami has to
all
nuke
the way.
it from orbit.
Yes.
Seattle needs to blow it up, but I don't know, like, they gotta do something. Thieves
LAT,
probably should blow it up, but maybe they won't?
I feel like I mean, I'm keeping Nashde and Ghosty, and I'll get 2 more. Like, I'll keep those 2.
I'm keeping Daniel and yeah, I don't know. I don't even
Because
know.
Nasty was piecing
I don't
against
even know
FaZe
who
that
you bring
hardcore.
in on these teams, that's the thing, like,
Yeah, I mean, what do you get
what
Hixie
do
from
you do?
challengers? Like, who's on
Yeah,
somebody's bench that is like okay? Because that's usually who they'll pick from. Those like try to get people.
I actually do wanna bring up the breaking point stats. We can go through those
Look at
from the
the
weekend too.
rosters.
Bring up the breaking. We'll just do the Sunday. We can start here with no ads, please. With subliners, just I mean, I would say slammed like round 11 and then a
Yeah,
gritty 3-2 invasion. Like whenever I see a 3-2 invasion, I'm like, okay, bro, who gives a shit? Like,
yeah,
there's only so much I can like take, but Hydra pretty much carrying, Inside having an absolute stinker. Like this is bad.
yeah.
Point point
Holy
6 getting slammed.
shit.
I mean, like I don't know with this Ultra team. It feels like it's just like they don't. They were just slamming people so hard first stage, and now they're kind of just like gotten into a rut of like Scrappy
Yeah,
just like does everything, and no one else. I don't know if they play well as a team right now, which is odd to say for an Ultra squad, but that's just how it looks to me.
it looked like to me. I only watched a couple of their matches. I couldn't watch all of them. But the ones that I did watch, it looked like Envoy was trying to change his role because it seems like they brought him in to make the smart play so Toby could go rogue,
Hmm.
and he wants to go rogue again. He wants to be the guy making the flank every time, but that's not his. That wasn't his role major one. So like one of them is gonna have to change the role. So either
Yeah.
Toby is gonna be like, okay, I'll bite the bullet, but because Toby was up for like Kleenex was up, in my opinion, like in the MVP conversation stage
Oh
one.
yeah.
He was frying. And then he gets wall banged through on a ladder. And
Yeah.
Major
So
takes
I
him.
thought this was really interesting. Um, for this Optic series, like obviously they all go neg. Dashy dropped double point sevens against FaZe, but like that's why I think they're in a good spot because like
Yeah.
FaZe was doing some insane stuff and barely winning these hard points. Like that's the thing, and maybe that's just this Optic play style right now, or I mean, but they have lost in two major splits. They're 0-5 against
Right.
FaZe this year, which isn't good. But like you know, everyone positive on this invasion for FaZe, barely win, and obviously just kind of a gritty
S&D.
terminal S&D, and then everybody negative here. This was kind of they got slammed. But even map 4, like point 0.6, point 0.8, point 0.7, obviously Cell had a bad one, but like Abizi was going on like 11 kill streaks and they barely won. So like yeah, like I hope hopefully like and I don't think they will like this version of Optic, but Optic in years past would just like start freaking out
Yeah.
and
Started
being
being
like,
like, what are we doing? What's going
yeah,
wrong? Like being sulking instead of being like, okay, we're top 2 right now. Like we're in a good spot to make the
yeah,
run. No, I agree with you. And we do have to also have to take into account there's gonna be 2 new maps in the rotation. So
yeah.
like that can kind of help.
Yeah, we'll see what that does. And then
Our
obviously quick bounce back for them against New York.
dude, Paco was going insane
Yeah,
in
Hydra was
the
was doing
invasion
everything.
hardpoint. I think he had what, 35?
That's what I'm saying, like, but they had said in the past, I know I was watching an Optic thing, like, New York just, like, they just basically are playing team deathmatch out there on Invasion, which shows, like, let me go to map 4, like,
Yeah, they'll win the KD battle.
yeah, like, look how much more positive they were. Doesn't matter. You lose by 40.
Yeah.
And I don't know how accurate still this rating thing is, but you could see, like, they're
Yeah.
1.3, 1.3. Those kills seemingly are
Or just
meaningless.
impactful, yeah.
Yeah, so that is a good thing to keep in mind a lot of the time. Pred went insane on the sub base, and
Good lord.
then Optic are pretty like, it's just tough that invasion control is just what it is. Like,
It's just so
that
boring.
shit just checks me, bro. Yeah, but then
They
Faze close it. I mean, just look at these maps, like,
yeah,
within 25 points,
round
around
11.
11, another 3-2 gritty control, within 25 points, 6-4. Like, it could have been Faze 5-0, it could have been Optic 5-0, or anything in between. Like,
Did you see Bruce got screwed in the control round 5? Optic had, I think, 4 down for phase. They all hop in the hill. Bruce gets traded. There's nobody on Optic's side of the map whatsoever. There's no one on A Street tank, nothing. And he just for some reason spawns ice cream instead of American flag. Like,
yeah, and there was another spawn where Abizi spawned up with his teammates in Mannequin
yeah,
instead
it
of
doesn't.
spawning in blue, and it's like map
I,
invasion. That's just literally what invasion is. I don't know why. I think the teams just decided to play it because it's just 50-50. Like, and you give technically it's a better win percentage for you if it's 50-50. Like, anything
right,
can happen, but Simp just went like
nuclear.
nuclear pretty
Yeah,
much, and that was that. So I don't think it's like too big a deal for Optic because it could have went any other way. I think right now they're playing everything well.
they're playing as a team really well.
Yeah,
That's
it's
for
just,
sure. I like that.
when the guns can wake up a little bit, like Kenny was
Yeah,
hard carrying map 3 for the loss. They had a chance to stack obviously and got scammed, and then Skid Row they almost brought it back.
yeah,
Um and then it was a, kind of back and forth map 5, but I
yeah.
think even
Kenny.
if they win that, they probably lose on high res control. Like, Optic had a
Yeah,
chance to win. If they could have won in winners, I like their chances because they can veto all these
yeah.
high rises and they can have the big veto advantage. But
Going to losers, you're just
and
at
they
their
would have
mercy.
definitely been able to play Karachi control, which is one of their really good ones. They then got left with a potential high rise and an invasion. So yeah, I thought it was a good tournament. I didn't get to watch as much as I normally do, but I watched the shit that mattered. So
You watch enough Invasion to know what's
yeah,
up.
bro. That shit. I was like, honestly, my dad probably watched more of the matches than I did. He was like, "Abizi just took over." I'm like, "Thanks, Dad. Like, appreciate. Thanks for letting me know." I
We should
was
have like
like, I was like,
a
"Good shit."
segment, coaches breakdown and just get like notes from your dad for every team. Like Abizi just
That's
went
basically
off.
what he said. He
Like,
was like, "Dude, they had that, and then that Abizi guy just took over." I'm like, "Sounds good, dude." Like, that's what I heard.
yeah,
Shit was funny though. But yeah, another major in the books. Optic haven't won since I was in college, so no Pope, no hope. That's what I say. Haven't won since Illy.
that's a good point.
Illy was the phase boogeyman.
He was.
I'm telling you.
I just didn't understand why they couldn't keep him on the bench.
Yeah, I don't know like, who even is their sub. Do they even have a sub?
Let me check. I'm actually on the roster stuff right now.
Yeah, is
They
it
don't
just
have a sub.
is it just Karma? Does Karma come off the bench? When in doubt, they put the coach in.
I mean, they don't have anyone listed as a sub.
Then it's probably
I no, I think Scump said he's the sub.
is he actually though, or did he just like say that because like they
He
don't
might
have
be.
one?
I don't know, but could you imagine?
That would be crazy.
Just
Got to
like,
go up on main stage
dude,
for the
just
grand
like,
final. Someone's sick.
yeah, Shotzi's like sick, and they're just like, all right, we're calling on Scump, and he just has a freaking nuclear, like a 1.5, and you're like, he needs to start again.
Yeah.
Get him back. Yeah, I'm looking through the rosters, and like I could see, like we were talking about teams that can make roster changes, and usually they'll go to the bench for other players.
Mhm.
Like phases, they have classic on their
Yeah.
bench. Like, okay,
Nobody's picking him up.
yeah, like who does?
Someone has pentagrams. Who is that? Is that
Yeah, Breach has pentagram.
yeah. I feel like they should put him in.
They might put him in for
I
sure.
don't think like I don't know how much longer they can do this like Snoopy thing
He just
before like he just makes too many mistakes out there.
he got. I think what happened was last year because if you could move like that, he was cracked. It was like, okay, like he came out at champs and he was frying, no
Yeah,
question.
yeah, yeah.
But then, like you see, it seems like he's trying to play this game like that game, and they're
Yeah,
two
eventually
different
the
games.
gimmick is up, like,
Yeah, like
you're just making boneheaded plays all the time, like, there's only so much, your teammates can take before they gotta get you out of there.
dude, is
I
this true?
realistically, I think that every single team that's not in the top 4 should make a change. That's
Yeah,
just me personally, like, even Vegas should upgrade from Purge, bro, just find somebody, like, I don't know
but he did drop
what
a
role does he run?
4.5.
What
That
what
one was
role does
insane.
what role does Purge play? He's like the
I think he's a
second sub. He's
sub.
like one of the
Yeah,
subs. Yeah, like I don't know, find somebody. Like I think you just have to, because you're not gonna.
you're not gonna win with that.
Yeah, like you just know you're not, and then either you stick it out and maybe you get better. Like Geo seems like he's all right. He can
Yeah,
shoot, but Purge just has too many stinkers. But
yeah,
even then, like Nero will fuck up. Like
yeah.
he'll just do some like the round 11 when they lost. I don't know if you saw that against Carolina. Like he just like went rogue. He just slid out of cafe and invasion. Like they have bomb
Oh yeah, I
checks.
saw it. Yes.
He just
Oh my
slides
gosh,
out for no reason, and then attaches like, well, shit, he's going. I gotta chow
I gotta
somebody, and
go.
then they
Yeah,
both die. And then I think that was against Ultra,
it was.
and then Purge like when they in the round 11 against Carolina just plays the worst spot ever on Invasion Street. Like just not giving himself a chance to win a fight at all, and then just dies, and they go out. And even Ravens in their post game interview were like, "Yeah, they kind of threw that. I don't know what that guy was doing." I'm like, when the other team comes out and says that you fucked up, like, dang, you must have fucked up heavy.
Dude, I'm looking at it. So I think from what this is saying, if Thieves had to put in like two subs, they would have to throw Nade Shot in
Jeez,
based on the roster.
at least he plays the game,
Yeah. Like,
but still, he would get fried.
yeah, they have Joe DeCease on the bench right now. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, Heretics just let go of Journey, but
He shit.
yeah. Surge
Eric
have
is gonna get
Pope on the
re-out, I
bench.
think. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Illy thing is the one interesting thing. Like, who?
Makes the move.
Yeah, like, is he playing ever again, or
Yeah, like
is
what
he just done for the
happened?
year? Like, is he suspended? Is he no one
That
knows
yeah,
anything? Because I'm sure teams would want he'd be an upgrade on most of these teams in the AR role. Like, I don't know what Boston's gonna keep doing. They're not gonna get rid of Slasher, but Priestahh could be gone.
yeah.
Does Priestahh go to a different team? Like, I don't know. What does Minnesota do? Surely they can't keep running this big wake like accuracy duo with who is on that team? Lin
Vivid
stays. They're not getting
wins.
yeah, like Vivid maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
There's gonna be some crazy like this is the time you kinda have to make the change now because you have 2 weeks. Because
yeah.
I think they said in between Major 3 and Major 4, like, it's just 1 week.
Hmm.
Or there isn't even a week, like, you come back and start playing matches that
Damn.
next week. Yeah. Like, you come back the Major is on Sunday, and then the next Friday, you're playing matches again, so
Jeez, regained really quickly, I guess.
mhm. Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there's some moves to be made, but someone's gonna have to make it. Like, yeah, I mean, Illy's got to be the number one. Illy, or if you can get Hook. I think if someone could get Hook, like if you could get Hook on, I mean, Rocker, sure, but if you could get him on
I don't know, do you want Hook?
that guy, he's shooting pretty good.
Is he?
He's like the only bright spot.
I think that I don't even know if there is a brand spot of I feel like Hook is just the same like, not the same, like, all of those guys I feel like are just this like, we just rinse and repeat, you know? It's like a guy who's cracked but fucks up, we'll just tweak and
Yes.
do random shit. Like, I feel like that is just the rotation, like, okay, we'll send him to Seattle, and then we'll send that guy to Minnesota, and then that guy gets recycled to Carolina, and then that guy gets recycled to you know?
You get the feeling it's like a
Go to
Ponzi
challenger.
scheme.
That's why I'm like, last year when I was watching the flank and they were doing roster building, like the team that they were trying that Octane and Aches kept talking about the fucking Gwyn guys would have been an insane roster. It would have been Dan Ghosty, Abuza, Linz, and Gwyn. Tell me that's not a roster. Like, that would be fire.
Would be.
Yeah, like imagine it's Dan Ghosty main AR, Abuza on the second AR, and you have Linz and Gwyn as your two subs.
Oh, you're golden. You're
You're
vibing.
you're 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 maybe not top 4, but you're at least you're putting some pieces together, except like it's like, "Oh, no, we won't take the guys who've been playing together. We'll switch this guy to a sub, and we'll put the" like, they just do some dumbass, like, roster building for some reason.
I just get the feeling that there's like some handshake deals that have happened to like, and it could just be that these guys are friends with each other, so they want to keep their boy employed. So they're like,
Yeah,
oh, like I
maybe.
want to team with him. Like if they know like, hey, we're not
That's
gonna
literally
win,
that's
like
LAG, basically.
yeah, let me get my boy a bag and like we'll just go have a good time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the amount of money these guys are making, I mean, who could give you could give a crap less if you're winning.
No,
Like,
facts.
is the check coming through? Yeah, all right, we're good. Like, we're vibing. But I don't know. I don't know what the changes are going to be. I'm really interested when the next Call of Duty comes out because that's going to be a Treyarch game. I think, right? It's going to be Treyarch taking
I
this next one.
think so. Yeah, I think so.
There are a lot of people who said they retired who said they're going to watch that game and see.
See if it's good.
Like, there's a chance Formal said that if the game's good enough, he'll come back because he was saying Halo's just getting kind of stale.
Yeah, like
You never
that
know.
could yeah, I just don't know like but the thing is so say Optic win, a hypothetical, say Optic win champs.
Yeah.
And then
They're
Formal's
not
like, I
making
want to
any
come back
changes.
and play. Yeah, like then what do you do? Like Formal's on Optic, he's not gonna want to play
Yeah.
for someone else. And then like you win champs, what are you gonna drop somebody?
Yeah, that
Like
that would
who
be
are
a
you
worse.
dropping realistic? Like you're gonna drop Kenny or you dropping
Oh,
Dashy? They already said Hex
oh,
already said like Dashy's never leaving.
yeah, you can't drop Bruce.
Yeah, so then you're like, or what if Scump's like, holy shit, this game looked good. You're gonna drop Shotzi or Pred?
Oh,
That's what gets
uh,
interesting. I feel like this is a different Optic team, like to where they could
yeah.
play for 3 years, like, and this
Yes,
team
they
doesn't
have
need to
longevity.
change. Yeah, like they don't need to make changes and shit. But like when two of the goats, like imagine Scump and Former, like, oh shit, we want to get back in. Like
What if Karma says he wants to throw
that's what I'm saying.
his
What
hat
do
in
you
the ring,
do? You
and then
drop
Crim says I'm coming
you
back?
drop
Like,
you drop Pred and fucking Kenny, and you bring like you would never do that. That'd
oh
be
my god.
insane. That would be an insane thing. I hope that does not happen. I
No.
hope Formal just, like, keeps running it up in Halo or something, or
Yeah, he's freaking good lord, that guy's
that'd
so
be
good.
nice. Or they go back to but the thing is CDL could be gone after this year, and you're back
Like,
in the season. So maybe you have Optic Gaming and Optic Nation, and you do the 2 teams again.
that would be pretty sweet.
But then if you're Scump, you're like, "Well, I'm fucking playing on the Optic Gaming team. I'm not playing on Optic Nation." And then if you're the guys who are just on the Optic Texas team, and you're like, "We just won champs. We're the fucking Optic Gaming team. We're not playing on Optic Nation." Then you get, like, beef. It'd be crazy.
You got Shotzi just like quote tweeting at Scump, just
Yeah.
talking
And
shit.
then
It's just
Tactical Rab is just sitting there just, like, licking his chops. Did you see the
never trip.
beef? Did you see the beef of, like,
Kinda
Braz's girlfriend and, like, yelling
some
at, like,
realtor
Scrappy
lady
and
or
yeah,
something,
like, Scrappy was in there just chirping, and then
dude.
everyone was like, "Tactical Rab is about to be
Yeah.
having a field day when he wakes up. He's gonna be eating lobster all month." Like,
Uh,
that shit is so
dude,
funny.
I think I read one of the tweets from whichever girl was like a realtor or something,
Yeah.
and I'm reading through it. They're bringing in like kids into this thing. I'm like,
Yeah, because
oh,
they were like they said, like,
gee.
Tactical Rab's gonna have a field day. I wasn't on Twitter, and then I was like, "What happened?" Because like, I follow a decent amount of the pros. Like,
Yeah,
no one was really tweeting anything. I'm like, "Okay, so it's not like
it's
player."
not
Because
like
I
in
saw
league beef.
Draza said, like, Optic like, I run Optic, and then, like,
He
Scrappy's
put
fucking
CEO of Optic in
yeah,
his
and then he's
bio
like,
for like
"Scrappy's fucking
12 hours.
ugly," or I don't know, some random stuff.
Yeah,
Like, normal things that you always hear at the end of an event, and
uh-huh.
then I wasn't seeing anything else, and then it was like, "Tactical Rab's gonna love this." I'm like, "This is just normal every day," and then I did some research. I was like, "Oh, okay,
It's getting dirty.
it's
It's
getting
getting
ugly
ugly.
out there.
It's getting a bit
Getting a
crazy,
little too
boys.
ugly."
I do know at the end of like his major speech for like winning draws this was saying like he called out Scrappy for dapping up Dashy for 3-1ing them out of the tournament. He's like what org do you play for? So it was like,
Yeah, I
I
was
mean that's just good sportsmanship. Like, but all
yeah, I mean,
right.
that's your boy, like, it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean he just I'm sure Scrap looked at his mini map, saw everything that was going on the map and was like, yeah, we're toast. cool. Like
Yeah.
I can only do so much. Yeah, I just saw the beef going down, and I'm personally I don't really care for Keeks. Like she's just so
Yeah,
angry.
I mean, I don't think anybody likes her, so
I mean, they had to tell her she's the only person that goes to an event. Hey, you can't yell out when they're on the bomb.
yeah,
Okay,
jeez, like,
like I don't know if you're new here, but you
yeah, you
can't
can't say,
do
"He's
it. Yeah.
diffusing!" Like,
Like,
bro, yeah, you can't do that, so shut your
or
mouth, lady.
what if they would have had Caleb Williams standing by the door so if she goes to say it, he just launches a football right to the dome? Just
That'd be sweet.
now that's a gig.
But, yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be an interesting year. At the beginning of this whole year, I was like, it feels like it's gonna be a season where, like, all
Mixy.
right, Ultra are good, and then FaZe have a run, and then Optic have a run, and then New York has a little run, and then, like, everyone's gotten a win or something, like, it'll be interesting to see who comes back with a vengeance. Like, I'd like to think
Yeah.
the way it's been going is, like, Ultra win, Ultra look dominant and win. They beat FaZe. Then FaZe win, beat Optic in the grand finals. So, like, is it now Optic's turn to beat, like, a New York in the grand finals, and then for Major 4, New York win, like, the team that loses in grand finals, at least we've only the small sample size, obviously, because
Yeah, yeah, they come back
FaZe
and
won the
win.
last one, they come back and win the next one, so maybe Optic wins Major 3. Um, it's in where is that one? In Toronto?
It's in Toronto.
Yeah.
I can see it.
In front of Dashy's home crowd, maybe, we'll see.
Oh.
So it could be interesting.
I'm interested to see what GAs are actually upheld this next split
Yeah.
because I
People
only
are
saw
snaking.
I saw
Alien snaking. I
snaking.
don't care what anyone says, Cell was snaking.
Cell always snakes. There's like he I was listening to the flank and they were like, well, that was just a crouch and then he rechows. And then
Okay.
Octane's like, are we joking? Like he
Yeah.
crouched three
If you look
times,
at the third
spammed it.
person, it
Like
looks insane. Like,
it's snaking.
yeah,
It's snaking.
that shit is snaking. Like, it's okay. We don't have to
And
protect your
then
boy.
yeah, Dante, I think
Yeah, that
soloed
one was
like three times.
and he almost snaked on the Karachi S&D.
Yeah,
It was,
it's
like, close,
questionable.
like, he didn't, but, like, he kinda did also, but
It
he
was a
only did,
check
like
swing. It was
he
like
did
right
1
across the bay.
pump and then but it kinda wasn't a pump.
Yeah,
Then he did 2 pumps for sure, and then
yeah,
Chad was kind of like a I don't know. People are
like
just, like
slow mo.
people are
And then
snaking.
I think Scrappy said that Purge used a smoke and respawn.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what they were saying. So he's just like, I'm done with GA. So like the GA chat's gonna have to come together. Otherwise, like we might see in this next split, like everyone just smoking during hard point and just
That would be
Fortro
crazy. I'm just hoping that we can,
nuts.
we get Vista in, we get Departures in, get Invasion out
Please
I
God.
mean, maybe Invasion S&D, like, you can maybe keep it in. It's not
Please
the
get rid
worst,
of
but get
invasion
Invasion
control.
Control,
The spawns
get
are so bad in hard point. It
get
doesn't make
Invasion Control
sense.
out, get Invasion Hardpoint out. I don't care what the other maps and get Terminal S&D out. Okay,
Vamos.
everything else, like, it's good enough, we'll be okay, but jeez. I'm hoping Vista's good for all 3 modes. People were saying they were playing Vista Control and it was good. Like, they could play it. I'm like, even if it's average, it's better than Invasion. I can't keep watching a 3-2
Oh,
Invasion. Just, well, hope we get defense.
it's
It's like
so
watching
so bad.
Tuscan. It's like
Oh my
watching,
God.
what was the other one? Fortress.
Yeah,
Like watching a
Fortress.
Fortress. It's like, oh, well, if we get defense, we win.
Fortress was so annoying to watch.
Yeah.
Expo was okay. I feel like Vista gives me Expo vibes. I'm like, I can go with that.
I haven't
Expo's
even
fine.
seen anything on like, I haven't watched anything, so we're gonna see.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
they're
gonna
in ranked
look it up.
today.
Yeah, we are.
Alright, might have to fucking play. See what's up with that
Yeah,
shit.
let's see what's
Or
going down.
I might let you play and I'll just watch.
How mad do you think my teammates get when I try to call them and I sound like I'm 65 smoking?
Yeah, they'll probably hate that
We will
shit.
see. Yeah, it's all right.
They're not
Fuck 'em
gonna like
anyways.
that.
Yeah, they're probably not gonna do anything on the map anyways. When you're in freaking plat, you just
That's
sit there with people who hold
that's
corners.
that's a good point, honestly. That's a good point.
Yeah. Did you know there were gloves that allow you to throw
Yeah, the
frags
ordnance gloves.
further?
Yeah.
Holy
New York
shit!
was but my thing is, like, I think New York was saving shit, especially on Invasion, because they know that that map and mode is gonna be gone. Like, I feel like they know Invasion S&D is probably gone, so it's like, alright, bring out all the wallbang
Yeah,
spots.
bring out.
Because they did all that and it didn't even matter.
Yeah,
Like they still lost to Optic in the S&D, right? Or no, did they win the
They did.
S&D?
No, I
Oh
think
yeah,
they let me check. I think they lost in the S&D because I think
and they won the
Shotzi made
3
a killer
respawns.
play.
Or did they beat Optic in the control? I don't think they did. Did
I
they
don't
win
think
a gritty 3-2 invasion control? No, because Optic stacked the
mm,
point and they won. So they
yeah,
lost
no,
the
they didn't.
S&D. Yeah, so New York did all that, and they had all the S&D wins, and then it just didn't matter. You just lose 3 respawns.
Yeah, because they hit. Okay, no, so it wasn't. I'm looking at the wrong. Oh, it was Major 2 qualifier. Okay,
I'm pretty sure they won the
because Optic.
Optic versus New York. I'm looking on the GG. Yeah, 6-4 Karachi for New York.
Oh, you're talking about the Karachi.
I'm talking about did they win the S&D? And yeah, they did.
Okay, we were talking about
Yeah,
Invasion.
because
I'm like,
that's when they did the triple car bomb. But they were playing like Invasion
that
S&D
was
would have been
disgusting.
game 5, and that's when Hydra was doing all the crazy ass wallbang spots.
I still don't like.
I'm like,
I think
why'd you bring that shit out? Like,
I think I just need to learn. Like, even when we play these new maps, you might see me do it tonight. If there's a wall by the bomb and I can see it, I'm gonna shoot through it, and
might
I'll
as well.
probably get a kill. Be like, well, they still haven't learned. Cool. That is so stupid. Yeah, I mean the major was great. It's always great watching the pros absolutely smoke each other. Um, I mean, I like where Optic is. I kind of like it to where they don't peak too early. I'd rather them
Mhm.
win major 3. You can have a lull in 4, and then you go into champs, and you're kind of going up.
Yeah.
Um, and I think once you get your one major win in, like we saw with Toronto, like you get complacent, you're just like, all right, cool, we're chill.
Yeah.
Cell, I still think is the hardest kill in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy snakes a lot, but he is still a hard kill. Like
Yeah.
he is
It makes it
unbelievable.
difficult, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're not gonna get an easy win on him. So, um, yeah, I mean, it should be interesting to see how Major 3 shapes up, and it'll be nice to see some colorful maps because
Only so much invasion you could take, you know?
I was getting ready for the performances and I'm watching it and I'm like, I'm gonna go fix the cross. And they're like, why? We have like an hour and a half. I'm like, because I'm watching Invasion for the third time in a row. And I don't
Can't
need
do
this
it.
in my life.
Can't do it. Won't
Nope.
do it.
No, I won't do it. I don't have to do it. I'm not gonna do it. I mean, should we get into the March Madness? I mean, it was looking so good for the boys. It was.
Yeah, we can just take a peek at some of the games.
And then it just went to shit.
Honestly, not like not a lot of crazy shit.
No, there weren't many upsets and such like that.
Like the Sunday and the even the Friday. Like who won on Friday? I'm gonna just pull up the games. Pull up the whole thing. This was Friday because we would have talked about some of the Thursday
Mhm.
stuff
Yeah.
we were watching. Yeah, this is like pretty standard.
Shout out
Obviously,
Arizona.
shout
Hopefully
out Oak.
cash in a free 60.
Yeah, UConn handle business. Most teams handle business. Oh, this was a freaking Yale game. Holy
God,
hell,
I
that
don't want to
checked
hear
me.
anything about the SEC for a while. I don't want to
Then
hear it.
James Madison had a run. Grand Canyon was looking good. Colorado, that was an insane game.
No one can play
Um,
defense at all.
yeah, but nothing too crazy on the Friday besides Yale. The Saturday, Sunday was just like nothing.
Yeah, it was just status quo.
Nothing happened. Like North Carolina beat the shit out of them. Arizona wins. Washington State loses. Like, you know, this game was kind of close. Tennessee, Texas. Duquesne just really didn't stand a chance. This Oregon game was crazy. I don't know if you watched this game. This was the
I
last
did.
game of the day. Holy hell. This game was insane. Shout out Oregon. They gave it a good run, but
24 points
um,
in overtime. Jeez.
yeah, that was an insane game. Um, and this Oakland game was pretty insane too. Um,
I heard Homeboy was just shooting.
yeah, the
Golke
guy
was
was.
just absolutely ripping threes,
Yeah,
jacking them up.
he kind of went cold in this one. Unfortunately, he had all his magic against Kentucky, but that's kind
Kentucky.
of how it goes.
Yeah. It's one shiny moment, baby.
I will say Gonzaga looks like a wagon.
Okay.
Illinois kind of looks like a wagon. And then for Sunday, like Purdue just beat the shit out of Utah State. UConn beat the shit out of Northwestern. This game was crazy. I don't know if you watched this one at all.
No, I saw the highlights.
The guy hit a buzzer beater to send it to OT, and then they kinda just collapsed. I think Houston's gettable. I don't
Yeah.
think they're that good. I think Marquette's beatable.
Okay.
James Madison just got blown off the court. That shit was sad to watch, honestly. Yale got blown off the court. Um,
Damn it.
it's always like I didn't even consider Clemson making the Sweet 16 at all because I'm like, okay, New Mexico is a
Yeah,
really good 11 seed. I'm like, sounds good. Send them through. And it's always the team that
some Cinderella team
I
has to
don't
do
give a
it.
shit about Clemson. They're not even a Cinderella. They're kind of just like it's a good team, but it's like they don't wow you. And it's like, boom, they're in the Sweet 16. They'll probably make a run.
Yeah, they'll probably end up in the championship because
Yeah,
we
I know you didn't get to watch as much just because of all the performances. I didn't get to watch too much either, but, like, there wasn't much upsets happening Saturday, Sunday, so I feel like we didn't really miss much.
I could not, in a good conscience, pick GCU to win their first game. Like
They
I couldn't.
honestly could have
I
beaten
should have,
Bama,
but
like, they had a
that is
good shot at this thing.
insane.
Whoever this Grant Foster dude,
This is a dog.
yeah, he's a dog. That
29, 9,
guy's
and
good.
3. Shit.
We can do a little preview just of,
Okay. Yeah. What do we? Wow.
these couple
Ooh.
games.
Okay.
Like, I don't really know. This is a crypto. Might as well
Ooh.
pull up, Sean.
At 126.
UConn is just a destructive force right now. This is a rematch of the championship game,
Championship.
actually.
Yeah.
That should be
That'd be fun to
fun.
watch.
I think both these teams are low-key frauds, Bama and North Carolina.
Oh, so
And
you just
then,
you don't even know who to pick on that one. You're just shit.
yeah, like if I had to pick a winner, well, I don't know. Like I just pick UConn probably.
Yeah, I've heard Alabama's defense, and I've
If
seen
I
it
had
in the
to
scores.
pick
They can't play defense.
someone other than UConn,
Gonzaga.
I would say either I might go Illinois.
Or you're liking the Illini.
Yeah, like I don't mind them.
Those boys.
Well, I don't mind them boys. The
Them
Illini.
boys.
I had picked them in a year before, and then they lost in the second round,
That's how it
so they did me no
goes.
favors.
It's always the year that you
I
slight a
think
team other
Tennessee
than
could
them.
be pretty good too. But yeah, like besides NC State as the 11 seed, there's not much like there's nothing too crazy out there in the world, you
I
know?
think I have Tennessee in my Final Four, so that'd be nice if they could do it.
And if you want to see, I might as well show you. If you want to see one of the worst brackets that's ever been created, check out Zach's main bracket. Look at all the red. Look at all the red.
Wait, what percentage did you get?
I'm 21%. I'm not even in the top 20 million.
Okay.
I'm not even in the
Oh,
top
shit.
20 million. So let's just put it there. Like I had Auburn and Kentucky in the championship. So
Oh,
that's how
Jesus.
my shit's going. I had St. Mary's making it to the Elite 8. They're nowhere to be found. Um who else did I have? I had yeah, I had Washington State versus BYU in the Sweet 16 matchup. BYU didn't even beat Duquesne. Had Kentucky making a run. They haven't come close.
Yeah.
A bad bracket. That's all I'll say.
I could show mine. You're making me feel a little better about mine. I was feeling pretty bad about it. Because I also went with I just thought Auburn had enough talent. Like I was reading the reports and they were saying that they got 10 guys that can go get you 10 any night. I'm like, well, if 10 guys go get me 10, that means we can score 100. Like, and I
Yep.
don't need to rely on somebody to go LeBron mode. Like, should be chilling. Um, they lost to the Ivy League nerds for sure.
Yeah,
Shout out Yale
and
for getting it
then
done.
Yale got dunked
Yeah,
on by San Diego State. That's the thing that pissed me off the most. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna upset Auburn, the team I have winning it all, and then you're gonna lose by 30 to San Diego State,
yeah,
who doesn't
yeah,
even score a lot of points. They play defense at that school.
yeah. They don't. They're not
Yeah.
good at score. That's why they lost the national championship last year. Was because like they just could not score with UConn. Um, Yeah, I mean, I called the Duquesne upset, which I was happy about. Got a little hairy at the end, like they started trolling.
Yeah.
Um, I figured that Washington State could beat Drake. Wouldn't be mad if they didn't. Um, definitely didn't trust. Like I had FAU. FAU should have beat Northwestern. I don't know if you saw the ending of that in
Yeah, I
regulation.
don't know what that guy was doing, but nothing good.
Yeah, I mean, the double team's coming towards him, and there's somebody wide open in the key, and he's just like, "I'm gonna dribble into a 3 and end this." And it's like,
Not even a quick jump. I'm just gonna like slowly walk my way up the court.
yeah, I'm
Make it
gonna
look
play
like
it like
I don't
2K.
know what's going on. Yeah.
Like, that one was tough. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think Golke was gonna be jacking it up there and just
Yeah, I didn't know
hitting
Golke
12.
was the greatest shooter of all time.
I didn't either. There's got to be like you can't tell me LeBron wasn't watching that game. Was like, can you get me that guy?
Yeah.
Stay in the corner, shoot threes.
And that guy will never play basketball again.
Probably not.
Guy's gonna go work in accounting.
And he'll win every single picnic tournament they have.
Oh yeah, for
Golke
sure.
goes for 65 at the H&R Block Picnic 2025, and you're like, he's just
They're
sitting
gonna
there with
think this
like.
guy's Jesus.
I wish I could have picked Western Kentucky, but I mean, 2 seed was too much.
Yeah, they made a good run.
I thought the SEC would play a little bit more defense. They didn't. They did not find that at all.
They didn't do anything like that.
I fell for the hype from the Pat McAfee show on Nebraska. So I was like, all right, let me give them one. And they just got pissed on.
Yeah, they didn't stand a chance.
They did a great job hyping him up. Like, I'm like, well, if Tone Diggs, he's doing pretty good at gambling. Like, he's saying, hey, these guys are looking pretty hot. And then they just get absolute steamrolled.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, thanks, Bryce. Purdue, I mean, they've done good so far, but they got a lot to make up for a couple of years. Like, I need them to make a big run here.
Yeah, they got to prove a lot to me. That's for
yeah.
sure.
TCU actually could have beat Utah State. It was pretty winnable, and then it doesn't look like it at the end, but they started just losing it at the end. Gonzaga's pretty much been a wagon. I think I picked them to win it 2 years ago, and they didn't. And now I guess since I didn't pick them, they're going to go win it all. So that's great. I picked Samford to upset Kansas. That was also doable. It was really, really close. Just needed a couple plays. Oregon, I didn't expect them to absolutely piss on South Carolina, but
yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to call Dayton upsetting Arizona, which again almost happened. Like, it was, I don't know.
Yeah,
Did you
they
watch
had a
that
good
one?
run. I didn't watch a lot of it, but it wasn't like a terrible. It was a decent shot at it.
They were carving them up inside.
Yeah.
They had the inside game going, and then they, like every team, just start trying to jack up threes, and it's like, okay. And then Caleb Love gets the rebound, goes down, gets a layup, gets fouled. Now we're down by 5. Goes, shoots a 3. Now we're down by 8.
Checked. Yeah.
Yeah. Go to halftime, come back, eat an orange slice. He shoots a 3. Now we're down by 11. And
yeah.
So it continues. Yeah. Sorry for Grand Canyon. I just couldn't believe with the class sizes as far as a school versus St. Mary's that there was a chance. But hey, I didn't do shit. I believed in Charleston, and they just almost did it, but couldn't do it. So Izzo got me a nice little upset. Yeah, Auburn, they're out. So I look like a big dumb dipshit, which is nice. But I still got some pretty good guys in there, and I'm sitting at 74% correct.
Yeah,
right
it's
now,
not terrible.
I'll take it.
It could definitely be a lot worse.
Yeah. So
100%.
That's where the Stooges sit right now. We know a little bit. We won't say a thing or two, but we know a thing.
Just a little bit. Just a tad bit.
Just enough.
Enough to get
just
by.
Enough. Yeah. Just enough to feel like we got something going here.
Sure.
Is it just time to hop into the old Twitter?
Let's run it. Let's run that shot.
Or do we I don't even think we need to touch the old no, we'll get to it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, speaking of old Golke. Yeah, Golke, this was his presser after upsetting Kentucky, which Kentucky, I need some answers, because how many times are we just gonna scam?
Yeah.
Like, what are we? You don't have John Wall and Anthony Davis who just can't do anything. Like, that's
the
thing.
We're losing to Golke.
Yeah, this guy. Look at Golke. He's got a big head, dude.
It was cashing. It was cashing threes. Like it was nothing.
Like his day job.
Obviously, come in, we're the underdog by all measures, but you just gotta, as a player, you can't think that way. You got to go out there and you got to think that you have the same talent level as them. I know they have draft picks, and I know I'm not going to the NBA, but I know on any given night I can compete with those type of guys, and our team can compete with those type of guys. And that's why I was so confident going into it. And that's why I say we're not a Cinderella, because when we play our A game, we can be the best team on the floor. Obviously,
And then they lost.
Yep.
So you had your
They
moment.
lost to NC State, but it was a good run.
The NC State Wolfpack got it. Their own Zach Randolph in the key, and good
It was
God.
a good run. It was a good run for sure.
Super excited. I did do some work on this. Happy Gilmore 2 is in the works.
Oh, for real, for real?
Yeah, the cast, they have a lineup. You'll see. I think I
Okay.
have it later on in here. It's pretty interesting, but they got the original coming back. Obviously, you got Adam Sandler coming back as Happy Gilmore. We got
Yeah.
Shooter McGavin coming back through. I don't know if Grandma's coming back. She might not be alive, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably not. But you know,
I'd assume we're going to get Ben Stiller back in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Just for the vibes. I would like to see maybe there's going to be a cameo from like a Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson somehow with golf, just try to
get
or maybe
something
like
in
a
there.
Chevy Chase in the background,
Mhm.
reference Caddyshack or something. But we'll get to the cast later. But that's exciting. In a long time. I mean, this guy's got some good points. First of all, I didn't know there was a Deaf Call of Duty League. I mean,
Deaf Call of Duty League.
I don't know
Okay.
if it's real or not. I haven't seen community notes on it.
Yeah, what we're gonna see.
But Glock in my coop is asking the right questions. Why is Snorlax using Deddy? They're all deaf. Like,
It's a good point.
it's a great point.
That's a great point you're making there.
And I'm really curious because normally through like hearing impaired stuff, like text to speak with it.
Mm-hmm.
So is there in their headset are the players hearing like there's footsteps coming below A or like, and so when you click Deddy, it stops that? Like, is that how?
But they're deaf.
So yeah, I don't.
So there wouldn't. I don't
So it's
think.
just on the screen and like we hit Deddy and it stops doing that, or like.
I don't even know what. I don't know. I have a lot of questions about this.
How do we call them?
And I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, no, we don't. We don't.
So it's like playing
because we're deaf. You can't.
So this is like simulating
ranked.
solo rank play. That's what this is.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. All right.
You can't calm because we're deaf. You can't hear shit.
That's a good point.
You're just fucked.
You're just absolutely fucked.
You don't even have a chance.
You're saying if I join the Deaf League, I'll absolutely own it. They'll be like, how do you know this? But like, I deal with this playing rank. No one talks. No one knows
literally.
Shit. Same thing.
Same exact thing that happens to me all the time.
Literally. You go to shit talk and they're like, what? I forget it. I'll get to you later.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. I don't know if that's real. I don't see any community notes for it, but
it might be.
Yeah.
Or someone's just playing a crazy prank.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty.
What if I just changed my stream
pretty funny.
to Deaf Call of Duty?
That'd be good.
I would get
That'd be
hit
good.
with a strike.
You'd probably have people that would tune into that shit though.
Look at him, good for him. He's deaf. Way to go, bud.
Yeah. Nice. Glad you killed him.
I'm a shitter. Okay. Yeah, good news. We just talked about Vista and departures are going to be added to rank play 25th through 29th. So yeah, today's the first day. So we're going to have to hop on that after and get after it. I don't remember. I feel like departures came from another Call of Duty.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
I haven't heard of it at least.
Because I'm interested to see what this like. Does this include you go inside of the airport, or is it only the street? Because
no, you go inside for sure.
Okay, because I was like S&D might get.
I hope so.
Tricky. It's just a solo.
Shit would check me if you didn't.
That'd be a child fest.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, Vista.
Yeah,
awesome.
Vista's a vibe. I think that's a definite vibe.
Yeah. And just by looking at it, I'm going to assume everything in this entire area is wall bangable. Everything.
Yeah.
You know what? The cover's probably a palm tree.
Yeah.
That you probably can't shoot through. So, playing rank, gentlemen. Do you think someone's there? Light it up.
Yeah. Let shots down range.
Yeah.
Might as well.
If you get a kill, you look like a genius. If you don't, you just look like a dipshit, but you're already a dipshit. So just, let's try something. Yeah, Big Will. Just try.
He was trying to get the boys going.
He did. I mean, he went all out. We got Willie Tamanaga, like, he tried.
Gave it his all.
And they gave him nothing.
No.
They gave him nothing.
USC's kind of trolling.
I
only
even
have
see it, it's
5
way on the
now.
screen.
In the third quarter.
This was pretty interesting for Pro Football Focus. You can tell that they're
Mhm.
getting bored with the off season.
Yeah, they got nothing.
Yeah, the most QBs selected in the NFL draft,
Hmm.
the common draft era, past 1967 for all those who are going to bring up. But in 1950, we had all right. We'll get to that in a moment. Well, probably not, but maybe. USC's had the most draft picks for quarterback. Now there comes the answer of like, were they the best selection?
Mhm.
That's where things get a
Or have
little.
they had the best career?
Yeah. I don't.
I can't even remember all the like. There were some good ones.
Palmer was definitely good. I would say Sanchez was good because he did lead them to the AFC Championship.
Who's an
So,
older
like,
one back in the day? Rodney Pete. He was
Rodney
pretty
Peete
good,
was
I
good.
think.
Yeah, he was
I
good.
think Stanford's got some good ones because they had who went to Stanford? Elway.
Elway did go to Stanford.
I mean, Andrew Luck was pretty final.
Yeah, until he just
Until
decided
he just said, you know, bro, I'm done with this thing.
And now he dresses up as
Yeah, I need to see them all listed
Civil
out,
War.
and then we could see. But then I
Ohio
guess like
State-
USC, like you're throwing in like there's a bunch of guys, right? Like you have your Sam Darnold's, your
Caleb's gonna be added to that this year.
who got drafted? Probably Cody Kessler probably got drafted. Like
Cody did actually, yeah.
Yeah, like we're having these guys on the list, so like they should say like drafted in the first round. Who else got drafted? Probably Barkley.
Barkley definitely,
Yeah.
yes.
Like there's a lot of guys. I feel like if you've breathed and played quarterback for USC, you probably got drafted at some point.
Yeah, Matt Castle did.
Yeah.
He ended up leading the Patriots for
I don't
a while.
know how much this actually means.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of LSU quarterbacks. I don't remember the lot. I mean, Joe Burrow, of course.
Joe Burrow.
Like, if you think back, I don't think there's been any other LSU quarterbacks that I can remember.
I'm trying to think really good ones.
Jamarcus Russell, did he go to? I think he did go to LSU because that's where the Lou Holtz impression comes from. Jamarcus Russell threw the ball around for 550 fucking yards.
Best LSU quarterbacks. You have Jamarcus Russell.
That's so bad.
Guys you've never heard of too.
Jamarcus Russell's in the top. Where did Dante Culpepper go?
Find out. Dante Culpepper went to
or whatever the hell his name was.
UCF.
All right.
I guess so.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you,
There you have it.
Not Larry Culpepper?
No. Damn. Not quite.
I mean, Tennessee, obviously, Peyton Manning. Duh.
BYU's had a couple good ones. I'm sure that like there's just guys that like okay, yeah, you get drafted in the 5th round. Like I don't care. I'd like to see like first and second round or first 2 rounds. See like what it whittles down to.
I could go with that.
Be interesting.
Yeah, but that's another reason Pro Football Focus is interesting. Oh, this is too good. I mean, we all know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, this is the classic right here.
But I mean, told a drunk boyfriend keep his eye. Can we just get this hell out of here? Thank you. Got one of those like update notifications, and no doubt since I just X'd out of it, I'm gonna sit here and it's just gonna close on me.
Probably.
Quick. Yeah, drunk Stooge TV.
Classic.
I didn't expect them to
run into the wall. Guy was out of there.
What's
guy was out of there?
Yeah,
I don't know what this guy's looking like an idiot. This guy definitely looks like he's drunk.
Is it like a leaf blower over here? Is that what's?
I don't know what that is. A lot of questions. A lot of questions to be asked and answered.
Yeah, and we're not going to get any of them. That's
no, we're not.
I mean, this posture is kind of freaking me out too. He's got like a little Schmiegel, little like
bro's locked in. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, too locked. How old is that video? It's got to be at least 20, right?
Yeah, I mean that's since I've been like a kid, I can remember that.
Yeah,
since I was like since
cousins figure it out.
Yeah,
and show it to you. I'll
For
look
as
at
long,
you.
at least 15 years for sure, no doubt.
It's just an oldie but a goldie. Shout out. Whoever made that one is a great person.
Facts.
Yeah, and I think Dave, I don't gamble at a high rate because you lose more than you win. The house will always win.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take my nice little 60 that I got off a quick, easy, little prize picks. Shout out prize picks.
Yeah, some free cash.
I was gonna dabble in some prize picks for the major, and I just didn't.
I didn't pull
There's
the
just
trigger.
something that was like, oh, you did?
I didn't. I
Okay.
lost all my cash on when was this? Did Optic play subliners to end?
Yeah.
To end the split. I lost
Sunday.
my cash on that one.
How much did you throw on it?
Well, I had already had 50
Yeah.
from bets before,
Yeah.
and I
Threw all
put
that.
25 and 25 on some overs and unders and didn't hit any of them.
Jeez.
I took like Dashy over, Skies under.
Yeah.
I think whatever I sent you a thing of like
Yeah.
it was 1 kill over, like I was 1 kill off, and then the other one, oh no, and then I did it on the Halo tournament too. I took Formal over and I took Stellar under for the first 3 maps of the Halo Grand Final, but then Stellar, I got scammed because the game 3 went to like double OT, and they all went over, and I'm like, bro, I just got scammed. I should just took everyone to go. If I would have took everyone to go over, I would have made probably $200.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No, I have it
That's why
right here.
That's why you don't gamble, people.
So you had Dashy over, which hit, and you had Skies under 47.5, and
He got like 48. Yeah, I was like, bro, of
Ooh.
course, by 1 kill.
I think the worst though is in football season where you have like a quarterback for over and rushing, and he meets it, and you're like, "Oh, I'm chilling," and they take a knee.
Take a knee and it's over.
No, wait, wait. But we're not high rollers like Dave throwing big fucking stacks around. This guy's got words of wisdom.
That doesn't mean anything. I'm gonna say something. This tournament started to make me hate gambling. Take it back. No, I won't. Take it back. I'm not having fun. I don't need take it back. I'm not having fun. I will say don't mean that. That doesn't mean anything.
What are they
Not having
eating?
fun. I don't know.
Like,
Not sure.
I saw the
cream?
Raisin
Maybe some ice cream or
Kings.
something.
I thought it was just chicken where, you've seen the videos where people put the hot sauce on it, but then and you kind of like shake it up in the thing. But they're using a spoon, so it has to be an ice cream of some sort.
Yeah,
right?
maybe they got some. Yeah, maybe it's something, some slushy.
I'm sure if I threw 100 grand on Kentucky and they lost, I'd be not wanting to gamble.
Yeah, well, he
Or
put
very-
100K on Holy Cross women in the play-in game, and they won by like 30. So, I mean, that's a good way to start your women's tournament by putting 100K. Imagine putting 100K on a 16 versus 16 seed play-in game. It's insane.
Do you imagine the stress you're under for that game?
Yeah.
Heartburn and just
yeah.
acid reflux. Yeah, this is Jack. I mean, you could say he likes to jack it. He's jacking him up. Just everything 3-point line.
Yeah, a couple layups and then
Probably inbounds, get underneath and then boom.
Yeah,
That one,
he's pulling up.
messed up his footwork.
Yeah.
That one, needed to get it done, but I don't know how you can go an entire season shooting like this. Like,
That's all he does. That's all he needs to do.
I'd never.
He knows
seen
his
it.
role and does it well.
He does 347 threes. My God.
Yeah.
They need him on the Warriors. Screw it. Bring him in with the Splash Brothers. That would be pretty dangerous. That would be dangerous. A mobile game executive was sentenced to death for fatally poisoning company founder's food.
Damn.
Well, obviously, I didn't do more research into it because I'm a stooge, but
No.
you can't do that.
Yeah, that's bad business practice for sure.
It is. When they said season the food, they meant salt,
They
pepper,
didn't mean
garlic.
kill them.
Not
They didn't mean kill them all.
kill them all. See, there's just a translation issue.
Yeah.
Happens. It's common. I don't know about you, but these are the greatest inventions ever into a men's bathroom. I mean, that thing just screams endless possibility. Like, think you're at the ball game, you're at like a game. It's halftime. You got to piss real bad.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in and you just see
this monstrosity.
Gentlemen, there's like 30. We could just
We could
get our spot. Boom, we're out. Like,
yeah.
bang, bang. We got nice little things.
Yeah, these things are crazy.
I don't know. Do they still have them at Citrus College? I know they used to.
I'm not sure. I haven't been in a bathroom there in a while, so
Those troughs, bro. Those
yeah,
things.
those troughs are crazy.
But they just save you so much time. Like,
Yeah, you don't have to wait.
yeah. I've seen some. You could tell a lot about people though. There's some people that like wait until everyone leaves. It's like, brother,
But
go
you
take
gotta
a
lock
piss.
in.
Just
Gotta
take
lock
a
in
piss.
right now.
Take a piss. Get out. Come on. This is an interesting trade that went down. I was trying to see if all the details were going to come through, but the Chiefs traded L'Jarius Sneed to the Titans.
I guess the Titans are just loading up for some reason.
I mean,
Like, have
I
fun.
kind of wonder if the Chiefs know something that's not going to pop up on a physical, but they know that he did something in the playoff run that he's not.
I just think they
worth a
didn't want to
franchise
pay
deal.
him.
Yeah, I mean, you do have McDuffie.
I just think they wanted to like, this is how they've been running their show. Like, they've been drafting well on defense, young, and they haven't been like, they had to put like record deal into Chris Jones. So like someone wasn't going to be able to get, like, he wanted it, probably is going to want a max payday.
Do you think they're going to do the same thing that the Patriots used to do? Bill would let somebody go. He'd go get a big deal at some other team. They'd be like, "Oh, you're not a fit for us." Cut him, and then he'd just bring him back on a
Just bring
minimum
him
deal.
right. Yeah, maybe.
They do
Maybe.
that. God damn.
But I think he's good enough to where he's just a lockdown corner. Like,
He's good enough. He can play man coverage anywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
just tough on the Titans. Like, they're just gonna be ass, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't trade much though. I mean, 2025
Yeah.
third rounder with a 2024 seventh.
Oh no,
Wow.
no, it's definitely.
So
I just don't know if like, I'm not worried about the Titans like on defense really. It's just like,
their offense.
who are you trying to quarterback? Like, is it Will Levis? Then all right,
so.
have fun.
Yeah, we'll chalk
Good
it.
luck.
We'll chalk it up, boys.
Good luck.
Didn't they sign Calvin Ridley?
They did, and Tony Pollard.
With Calvin Ridley, Tony Pollard, we got rid of Derrick Henry.
But those are
so
two guys
that
you
would be a
don't
good
really know.
two-punch.
Like, is Tony Pollard really a guy? Like, I don't know. Is Calvin Ridley really a guy? He didn't do much in Jacksonville.
Nope. Only had one good game for me in fantasy, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works. But
Yeah.
congrats on getting paid. I mean, what he did in the playoffs, if the Chiefs did not have L'Jarius Sneed, I don't think Flowers fumbles. I'm not saying that they lose the game, but it's definitely a tied ball game, or at least 17-16.
Oh
Let's say
yeah.
they don't make
No,
the kick.
it's a game for sure.
So he's a player. He deserves to get paid. And then we just had to see the aftermath of the Huskers. This is just what they do. So they're poor boys.
They don't have as many athletes. They do run good stuff, and we can get in trouble because if the shots ain't dropping, we'll take 53s. They ain't dropping. They're gonna get a ton of easy bets.
But I've
It's gonna be like, what's going on?
Any more than the school has let down you since I've known you.
You'd be surprised.
Like every time you gear up, what's a disaster?
Yeah, it was.
Doesn't matter nothing. Doesn't matter what sport.
It like came on.
The second he gets, like, he puts his name on it, smoked. He's been in this so many times, just in full paraphernalia, just getting whooped.
Keeps showing up though. He keeps answering the bell.
Nebraska knocks, he answers the door. He gets punched in the face, falls down, gets back up, opens the door.
They don't have as many athletes.
I looked at if you weren't my boss, I'd tell you to shut the fuck up.
Facts.
But you
If you're
pay
not
my
giving me
checks.
yeah, no, literally. It's
That's
tough
crazy.
being a Nebraska fan.
Yeah, why don't we have I should have found a. There's got to be like a video of Larry the Cable Guy. He took the loss because there's nobody more Nebraska than Larry.
Facts.
Poor guy. Someone check on him, see if he's okay. Yeah, this was a good update from. This was as of the 23rd. From Boston Connor, our eyes on the ground eyewitness Stooge. I said that the underdogs in March Madness are now 15-21 straight up, including the play-in games. He said with $100 on every underdog money line, total winning stands at $1,321. So use this strategy every March going forward, but we need the dogs to keep barking.
Yeah, I'd like an update on this
It-
because only one dog
closer.
won Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like probably pretty even now because literally no underdogs were winning on Saturday and Sunday besides one, I think. I think Clemson was the only one.
I think he
Clemson
said
over
today on the
Baylor.
Pat McAfee show that he made 100.
Okay. So it kind of ended up just being
Wash.
normally underdogs do better than this year. Like it just got real on Saturday and Sunday. Just the favorites were just crushing it.
Yeah. That's the hard part when you pick your bracket. You're like,
And
I'm
there
so
wasn't
used to
the
this crap
big
going
like I
down.
think people were like, "Ah, it was pretty boring this year." I think it was just we were so spoiled. Like we had a 15 seed make the Elite 8. We had
So
multiple
awesome.
16 seeds. Like we were having some crazy runs last year.
Sister Jean's doing
FAU,
her
San
thing.
Diego State, like
Yeah.
people making runs this year. Like it's kind of typically like it was gonna even.
It was
There's
going
gonna
to come
be a
back at some
year,
point.
yeah. It had to come back and even go a little bit overboard of like favorites winning a lot. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like it's 2 number 1s and 2 number 2s in the Final Four, and we're like, okay, this is like the actual best teams are winning this time.
Yeah. It's not just one shining moment. It's
Yeah,
literally
instead
like
of watching like San Diego
juggernauts.
State in the damn championship,
Yeah.
that shit should not be happening.
Yeah, I don't know if San Diego State's getting past UConn, but
No, probably not. But
probably not going to happen. I got a couple questions about this thing, go. So this guy, Dr. Joseph Katuri, said he spent a record 100 days underwater and claims it de-aged him by 20 years. How did you breathe?
Like, I think he means like just in
A
like
submarine?
yeah, maybe. I know there's like little habitat things that you can live in, like where it's under the water, but you have like you can come through from underneath, and then you are in a thing, and it's like an air bubble type of
Okay.
thing, a little station. I know people do research at like
Yeah.
underwater and stuff, but like yeah, you obviously can't like be in the water.
I mean, that doesn't look to me like a man who
Is having fun.
pulled the clock back. That looks like he's going insane and he's going to be in The Shining.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to kill himself.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure. All
I'm
right,
not
USC. It looks like USC's pulling away. Up by 12 with 6 minutes left. Make that up by 14.
Okay. I like that. Unfortunately, with all the talks about, the Star Wars movies getting pulled back into theaters, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Liam Neeson just decided to throw his 2 cents in when he was asked about it. He says he's too fucking old to play Qui-Gon in live action ever again.
That's fair.
Which I don't really understand because they needed to do makeup to make him look older, but he now looks older.
Yeah, but he looks way older.
That's a good point.
How old is he now?
I don't know.
He's 60-some?
He's got to be in the 60s.
Get a quick Google search. Liam Neeson. 71. Holy shit.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's too old. Well, and isn't he pissing himself now?
I don't know.
Isn't that a thing? Have you seen that where like he has a condition where he pisses himself?
No.
Yeah, so we don't need him back in the
haven't
ropes.
seen that.
Yeah, research that on your own peril. You'll find some pictures of
Oh, I'm sorry, Liam. Oh, thank you for your service. Okay,
About to find
this
it right
is
now.
perfect. So Colorado decided to.
Hold on, I'm about to show you. Fuck it, I found it.
Oh, you're gonna show it?
Yeah. Look at, I'm telling you, pissing himself. Look at.
Oh shit!
He has a condition. I don't know what the condition's called, but he actually has a bladder condition.
Oh god!
Yeah, no, insane.
Don't I feel like a horse's his ass?
Yeah, well, Thank you, Liam.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service. All right, back to Shooter.
All right, Dr. Shredder. So they decided to post this clip from practice.
My gosh,
He
he would have died.
They captured. I can't even lie. This offense is gonna be scary. Shredder said basically who's stopping us, and Deontay, the free rusher off the boundary edge. That's who stops.
Literally, it would have ended the season.
Yeah,
That was a season-ending.
His collarbone is done.
ribs
I missed that,
fractured. Yeah, just everything. Helmet pops off. Like
Getting planted in the dirt.
all bad. Would have been all bad.
That's the definition of dick in the dirt. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's then you're gonna turn him. What you're saying is they're gonna make him that hit's gonna put him back in the Liam Neeson deal.
Mhm.
Like you're pissing. That's Jesus. I can't forget that. That's unfortunate. Well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, you might want to shore up your backside. Maybe keep a tight end back and
Yeah.
yeah.
Keep an
I don't-
extra guy in. Someone chip that guy off the edge, please.
Or just run a 3 route pattern and let
Yeah,
Travis
that
Hunter do
too.
his thing. That works.
That too.
I don't know how they're getting this information, but a Japanese police officer was cautioned by the head of his police department after he was caught playing his Nintendo Switch for several hours while on duty.
Nice.
I mean, what type of progress did we get done on the game we were playing?
Yeah,
though? Like,
did he?
what
Yeah, what was he playing? Like
Yeah.
doing
Yeah, he's in
Mario
his 40s.
Kart? Yeah, what are we playing? I'd like to know that.
don't.
A sweet police car.
I'm saying, like, what are we? That thing is.
As long as there's no crime that skyrocketed on his watch, I don't mind. Let the guy
Same.
vibe out and play his Switch, man. As long as he's
I
not
don't even-
switching while driving. Obviously, that's a problem. You can't switch and drive.
Well, they told him he couldn't use the Switch, so he's got to play the Switch. So
There you go.
pick. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What if he's just pissing on people on Call of Duty, just slide cancel
Might
around?
be.
They're like, jeez,
Might be.
that's God.
I wouldn't put it
Yeah.
past him.
That's insane. While we're on duty, maybe we don't do that. Yeah, I mean, this is going to go as great as you think it is.
I can only imagine.
What's your prediction?
Someone gets knocked out. That's my prediction.
Your prediction someone gets all right. I like the idea.
There you go.
I can't confirm whether
Can't
he does get
confirm.
knocked out.
Yeah, but he's dinged.
He's
dinged up. That's for sure.
He's gonna need 5. He's gonna take 5.
Yeah, if he doesn't get knocked out, he's as close as you can get. You know.
Yeah, he's seeing stars, and he's got the Rocky too.
Yeah, he's like when Joe Rogan yells, "Oh, he's hurt."
Yeah.
That's where the stage he's at right now. He clipped him with that, and he starts backing up, just tweaking. Yeah.
I can't even do that with my voice. Oh, it's gonna be a tough road back. We'll get there. This thing, I mean,
Man, R.I.P. Ippy, man. This guy's going down.
yeah, this is getting bad. It's getting worse and worse. This makes it a little more interesting, though, that in the Angels media guide, Ippy claimed he graduated from UC Riverside in 2007. School has no record of this happening.
This is like maybe this guy has been finessing this whole time, and like he's just been finessing cash from Shohei.
But you're telling me that the Angels didn't check?
But maybe they didn't because they thought like Shohei's people
Did?
were on top of that. Yeah, like they're like, oh, okay, if he's with Shohei, he's got to be chill. Like,
so this guy's just been running a freaking
yeah, like
amok.
maybe he's just been finessing this whole time.
Dude.
Remember the lady that got like it's happened before, like maybe not at this big of a scale, but like the lady who was doing sign language for the police office. And, like,
Oh yeah,
you know, like shit like that happens. Like, and you're like live on TV doing sign language, and people are like, this lady literally does not know sign language. How is she here? And she just finessed the whole time. Like the guy, remember from back in the day, there was so many memes about the like black teenage kid who like faked as being the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like shit like that. Like how does he end up being? But he was actually having patience. And you're
This
like,
guy's-
what? How can someone finesse for this long? It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and then if you're finessing for this long, how are you so shit at gambling?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. R.I.P. Ippy, man. This guy's going down.
it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, he's done for. This.
I just can't eliminate that he's not the fall guy of this operation.
It's either. I mean, Shohei came out today and said, I have no knowledge of like, I've never gambled in my life. Like, all right.
So did Bill Clinton said the same thing in the office.
There you go.
So I mean, I just said, just putting the facts out there.
Facts.
In other Stooge news, this guy, look, he's on his hustle. It's stupid, but he's throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
For $10, he'll come to your house and hot glue all your TV remotes together.
Okay, thank you.
Simple. I don't know why you'd want this.
Maybe you won't lose them. But like, what if you lose this? You lose all of them.
Yeah, you're fucked. You're
Not sure
This
what
looks like it's a perfect size to fall down in the couch.
not sure what
for
happens
sure.
when the batteries run out. That could get awkward. Not sure
And
what
what-
we
What's this piece?
maybe just the bottom of one of the other ones. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't. That was my first thought. Was like, if I have to change the battery, and why is there tape on it and glue?
Yeah, this is a hodgepodge job here.
I mean, it is $10, so I mean, probably the
yeah.
equipment we're working with is about $2,
Yeah.
$8 to keep.
Some
for
shit you could have
profit.
just done for free.
Yeah. You ever broken a TV remote? How to put it back together?
No, not like a full break. No.
My brother and I were playing, I think, Halo one time, and he got pissed and slammed a TV remote. My parents were gonna come home, so we got to do arts and crafts for the next hour,
Nice.
piecing together the TV
Trying to get it all in tip top shape
remote. My dad
before you get
picked it-
cussed out.
My dad picked it up. He's like, "What the hell's wrong with this thing?" I don't know, man.
I don't know. Must have fell off the off the house or something. I don't know, off the roof. Not sure.
Brother just Gronk spiked the damn thing because he was getting his shit rocked. I was killing him with a pistol. It happens. The NCAA really screwed us over. We should have gotten to see this guy in March Madness. That would have been awesome.
Oh,
I would have picked these guys to make a run.
I know.
No question. Yeah, Robbie Avila. I mean,
Are they still
Kareem
winning in
Abdul-Jabbar.
the NIT? Because I know they're in the NIT tournament.
I think they are.
I'm about to look right now. Let me see.
Like Larry Nerd, Larry Blur, college.
They are.
Joking.
They're in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, Milk Chamberlain is going to bring them
Playing
home.
Cincinnati. They beat Minnesota and then they beat SMU.
Can I do a prize
in the
picks
tournament.
for
It's because
him
Drake
over?
beat these guys in the championship. That's why they're not in.
God damn it.
They lost 80 to 84. Yeah, that's unlucky.
Do they have him in prize picks? Like, can I scam and just kind of make a pick?
They might, honestly.
Shout out prize picks. They're the only app we use. Could it be that's the only app we can use in where we live? Possibly. Oh, shit. I'm up to. Oh. What did I win? Oh, that's nice.
Just finesse some shot?
I guess. I'm up a little hundo. All right. That was a good little look. I'll take that.
All
Can't wait
right.
to lose that in the next
Yeah, no,
meeting.
it'll be gone very shortly, but, you know, what are you going to do?
We move.
We
We'll
move.
put
we
more
move, we
money in.
move.
It's just. This goes about as well as you could think it would for sure. You know, this guy's having a bad day just by the look of it. I mean, a lot going on here. You know, fire. Okay, got to get this thing going. Got to get the hydrant working. And then it just, yeah, got to get, yeah. Just into the pole was just,
Not great.
no. It's gotta hurt.
Yeah. Not a good look.
T's and P's, bud. That's a tough one. Yeah. So this, I guess, is National Geographic worthy. This neighbor discovered that, this woman discovered that her neighbor's corgi was sneaking onto her property at night and riding her pony. And that's not any metaphors or lingo. That's literally what's happening.
Okay. There you have it.
On the corgi,
Thank you, Corgi.
riding the pony.
Yep.
We're out of here. We're gone.
We're off the scene.
Yeah, we were never here.
Like they just pulled a heist.
Yeah. Vamos. Avanti.
Good shot.
Now, do you think Pat's corgi Chuck? I don't think the pony's letting Chuck
Probably not.
ride on time. Seriously, how does he get that big of a corgi? That is
Yeah, I know. It's impressive.
a massive corgi.
Wide
That is
body.
hilarious. They hit a heist and the pony's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we get to some dumb shit.
NFL's done. It's over.
Yeah.
We had a good run.
NFL banned a hip trap tackle. You and I played football. Do you ever recall, maybe because I've hit my head too many times and you still got your memory going on, do you ever remember being told how to do a hip drop tackle? Was there a little, little card that you were given that like
No.
When doing a hip drop tackle, here's how we do it. Step 1.
I don't even know what, like, this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Let's just give the referees more ways to impact the game.
Let's just go to flag football. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
It's just going to screw people over on, like, it's just so like, how are, like, I guess you can tell when it is and when it isn't, but it's going to be so, like, what am I supposed to do, bro? Not tackle him? Like, if you're chasing a guy down from behind, what do you do? Like,
I don't know.
to bring him down, just hope he falls over?
I think you have to push him.
Yeah, I guess you're just pushing. Let me push him into the end zone.
Yeah, because, I mean, what they qualified, I saw the video that they qualified as a hip drop tackle, and it's literally that scenario. Someone's running a crossing route.
And you pull him
Guy
down.
catches it,
Yeah.
and you grab him and wrap around, and your
you pull-
momentum's taking you, so you pull him down. Like,
Yeah.
that's all you're doing, but they called it a hip drop.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I think the NFL is screwed.
It's going to be bad.
We've definitely gone. The league is at, like, DEF CON. I would call it Charmin Ultra Soft for sure. We might be triple ply right now. Like, we're getting a weenie hut general
It's
status.
definitely not a good look, man. Like,
This is ridiculous. Shout out to everyone playing defense. Like,
yeah, good
L'Jarius
luck,
Sneed,
man.
glad you got a bag, but I don't know how you're playing defense anymore because you can't tackle.
Yeah, it's not going to be me. That's for sure.
And I'd kind of like to see them start calling on offensive running backs when they drop their head, call helmet to helmet or, targeting. Because if you're going to penalize the defense this much to where they can't
I
tackle
know,
you,
yeah.
then
Like,
you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, help me out a little bit. That's what I'd be saying.
It's going to be sad. It's going to be like playing Madden where you only play, like, offense. So there's just a bunch of scoring going back and forth, and, like, everyone's going to be wide open. I didn't mind that the playoffs was a lot of defense. I think it was good. It made every offensive possession count. But,
Yeah.
People want points. Anywho, Sony's PSP was released 19 years ago today. That thing is godlike.
Man, there ain't nothing better, really.
Bro, playing Battlefront,
nothing
Stars
better.
Battlefront on this thing. You got to go with your family to go to some event or something.
Yeah,
you just got,
when
like,
in doubt,
3
you
minutes.
your PSP.
Put it in the back pocket, save the game. Beautiful.
When in doubt, you always got your PSP to save you.
Damn, Stooges in 12. I mean, come on. Let's pick it up here. We're running. Jesus, we're not even moving. Come on.
Yeah.
No wonder you're losing.
Figure this thing out.
This joystick might be the best joystick that they've ever made. That thing was sweet.
Yeah, I obviously it's just kind of the Switch now was like the new version of this, which I do like the Switch. I have a Switch. I haven't played it in a long time, but it was nice for a time when I was rocking it for a while.
A lot of Pokemon?
Yeah, whole Pokemon game, playing a lot of Mario Kart, Zelda.
Okay.
Tetris too. I was rocking out on Tetris. That shit was pretty fun, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever dabble in, like, any of the Smash Bros on there? The bigger screens, kind of do a little storyline there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I rocked through it all. And this is during COVID, so I was
Oh,
locked
yeah, we're hitting everything.
Yeah. I was locked in.
There's only so much
Playing
Call of
anything,
Duty you can
playing
do.
anything I could. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, 4 minutes on a lap. My God, son, we gotta get all gas, no brakes, sir. We gotta get going. But yeah, that thing is godlike. I truly think if they release, like, a PSP2, it would take over the market. No question.
Yeah.
But maybe they're waiting for that. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty interesting. I mean, we gotta hear from Akes. Slayer.
But I'm just gonna read you off some KDs against the top 14.
What about the land match?
Shotzi against Faze. I'm gonna read you off from this major.
Okay.
Shotzi against Faze, 0.77. Dashi against Faze, 0.82. Pred, 0.99. Kinney, 1.02. Shotzi against New York, 0.93. Dashi, 0.94. Pred, 1.0. Kinney, 1.1. Against Ultra, Shotzi, 0.87. Dashi, 0.97. Kinney, 0.98. Pred, 1.08. If you look at their consistency, like I mentioned, Shotzi gets worse compared online versus the top 4. Pred gets better, and Kinney and Dashi are about to say.
So we care about KD as a metric of whether you're good or bad.
No, it's total kills. Total kills.
So we care about KD as a metric of whether we're good or bad.
No. Total kills. Whether you get kills on land versus online. If you get more kills
I don't know if
online,
he's saying
then
good or
you're better
bad.
than you
Like,
are
what the-
online or on
bro,
land.
what
It's
the
just a fact. It's not a.
I don't think he's saying they're bad. I'm just saying
I mean, I agree with Octane. I've always thought that, like, okay, it's good to have a good high KD. There's no question. But I also think there are some people, like, there are some rules you're put on a map where you're just not going to be in favorable gunfights.
I always feel like if
Like-
you're like if you look at damage stats and you're like 2,000 damage behind all your teammates,
Yeah,
then you're
we-
doing something wrong.
Right.
Like you got to be putting shots downrange. Like Dashy dropped a 0.7, but he still had the second most damage on the team, I think.
No, he did.
Yeah, he had 18k. Like Pred was not dealing damage,
That's what I saw. I was like,
which
that's
isn't
not
good. You know, whereas Simp was obviously going nuclear.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just like it's how you want to look at it. Like I don't think they even played that bad. Like they definitely weren't getting as many kills. It's just Atlanta FaZe had more like pop off,
Yeah, well,
kill heavy sprees, but it's not like they were getting all
they
these
weren't
kills
like
and
getting pissed
dominating
on all the time.
Yeah, and it's not like they were dominating the map either. Like
Right.
the hard points, all of them were within 25 to 30 points. All 4 of the hard points that they played.
Yeah.
It's like a couple plays here or there go different, or you don't let them go on their little sprees. There were a lot of times when multiple Optic players were on 5 kill streaks and somebody would shut them down and not let them get streaks versus Atlanta FaZe would get streaks. And, you know, stuff like that is big.
No,
But I
100%.
definitely get like they definitely underperformed, but I think they still performed well, if that makes sense.
No, and I agree with you. I think I like Octane's approach as far as like KD doesn't tell the whole story. I'm with you. Like damage is really more important to me. Like you can even see it sometimes. You'll be in ranked and there'll be someone who has like 15 kills and you'll look at your damage and you're like, I have over like
Yeah.
5K. Like, okay. Like I'm getting everyone one shot, he's finishing them like fine.
Yeah, like
So it's like
Pred having the
damage is more
same amount of
important.
basically the same kills and deaths as Dashy, roughly.
Yeah.
But 3,000 less damage.
He's not getting shots on people.
Yeah, like
You're not
he's
team
definitely
shotting well.
playing. He's playing corners and like, which is what he does, but it just didn't flow as well. They had a couple,
Right.
you know, just and Kenny had to overcompensate, and you know, it's just how it goes
Overshout
sometimes.
and
Yeah,
won some, lost some.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But I like that Octane kind of put that perspective. Like KD's not all that matters. Like,
yeah.
a lot more in the game that means into it. I also think like as far as the hard point in the grand finals, like FaZe went on their sprees on money hills, like P3, where if you keep a clean setup, you have full 60.
Yeah.
Simp went off for 13. Like
It's like all those kills were great,
guaranteed
but they
60.
didn't matter. Like they weren't crazy impactful because they still were just going to hold the hill anyway.
Right, but you were
They
guaranteed
traded,
there,
yeah,
and then they got P5, they got a
Yeah.
60. Like it was
which
just
is why the
kinda-
map was close. Like, which is why it's like, you know, Optic are just a little more.
a little more
They
polished.
shut down one of those sprees, they probably win this whole tournament, and then they still win. They could have won the tournament with 3 guys going negative, and then what would it have been like? Oh, they were lucky, like
Yeah, I don't
maybe,
know
or
what the narrative
FaZe
is
were
on
just
that.
kill whores. I don't know. Like it's people want to have their own narratives, no matter how it goes. It's like,
Yeah, you got to make money, you got to eat.
yeah, people are gonna
I get
say
it.
what they're gonna say, no matter what.
And better news for the boys. Rebirth Island's coming back.
I know. I saw this. We might be back. Might be all the
I'd
way
be
back.
So happy. Just think about it. A world where we have Rebirth Island, but we also get rid of Invasion for damn near every game mode
Be
and
nice.
Terminal S&D.
It's gonna be nice.
Oh, don't get my hopes up. Literally don't. If it's not going to happen, tell me now.
Facts.
Florida is going to ban anyone under 14 owning a social media account from January 2025, and it's going to delete the existing accounts. I don't think that's a bad idea because, like,
I just don't know how. Like,
you're under 14. I don't
know how you're
you
gonna
don't
do
need
this
that.
though.
Yeah, that I don't know how you.
Like, how do you
enforce that.
implement that? Because like obviously when you make an account, they're gonna be like, "What's your birthday?" Like you could just put anything. It doesn't.
I think that's going to be the workaround. Is they're gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
you
we're
just
gonna
put.
ask you if you're under.
Yeah, it's like,
14,
are
you can have
you?
it."
Yeah, it's like when a website is like, "Are you over
Yeah.
18?" And you're like, "Yes."
Yes.
And then it's like, Okay, sounds good. It's like
We checked the box. Got it.
Yeah, like I don't know how you end up enforcing this unless they have people constantly like scrubbing through the accounts to see if you actually are.
Little
Like,
rats.
oh yeah, who's posting? Yeah, I don't know. It could be.
Timmy? Oh, he's 13. Get him out of here. Like,
Yeah, I mean we'll see.
I don't know. I mean, I definitely agree. I think if you're under 14, I don't know why you would need social media, but I think not creating that addictive habit under
Yeah.
the age of 14 is smart. Plus, it adds a lot more stress to your life than you need at 14. Like, you don't need to worry about any of that. Like, you don't need to have complexes at the age of 14. Like,
Yeah,
go outside, go run, go do something. Like, go play hide and seek with the boys. Go, do something. I don't know.
literally.
Go water
Go ride
balloons
your
with
bike.
somebody. There you go. Do that. Yeah, it'll be interesting how that's enforced. Naturally, we already talked about
Yeah.
Ohtani's statement.
Basically was like I've never gambled in my life. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
maybe not, dude. I don't know.
I always get a little leery about when people do press conferences and they have their statement only and they will take no questions. I'm like, what are you hiding?
Yeah.
Now, in his defense, he doesn't speak English perfect, so like, okay.
And the guy who was
I get it.
translating for him is the guy who is.
Yeah, so we can't.
It is tough. Yeah.
We can't have Tweedledee, Tweedledum.
Yeah, we can't
here.
exactly cover all the bases here. I don't mind it.
imagine?
Just say your shit and then like dip out, and it's like let everyone else. You know, the MLB will go through their process, or someone else will go through their process. Why answer a question if you don't think you need to? I always I always
Yeah.
find it sus the people who are
Overcompensating. Like,
yeah,
saying
or
too
like
much.
trying to talk so much about it, and they're like, yeah, the guy who's
Right.
like, hey, this is my statement. I'm not going to say anymore. Like, okay, sounds good.
What if they?
Oh no,
did
we'll
that?
see.
What if Ohtani went there and his interpreter's there to answer questions for him? Like, wait, aren't you?
Wait, didn't you just get sued by him, but you're still translating? Yeah, it would be crazy.
Hey, still under contract, so how much does he pay him? That's a big question. Yeah,
RIP
this is
tackling. Yep.
like it's. I don't. Nate, you know what? What if Aaron Donald heard about this new rule and that's why he retired?
He's like, I can't be a part of shit like this.
Yeah, he's like, I'm already getting triple teamed, and that's not deemed illegal. But the moment I grab somebody and drop my weight, God forbid. Wasn't that also one of the reasons why you wanted bigger people? So when you hit someone, you can pull them down with more force. Like,
Yeah.
I,
Nothing makes sense anymore.
let's just go to flag football and just get it over with. This was so funny. I don't know if you saw this. They went to the club after and got bottles. Ben J. Karachi round. And even Matt Craig is just can't
That's good
believe it.
shit. That's good shit.
Yeah. I love how people take the rivalry so serious, and then when they see a picture of like the Optic boys chilling at the
everyone.
club with
Yeah,
FaZe
literally.
and them, they're like, "You're supposed to hate them." And like, come on, man, who cares?
Like it's COD at the end of the day, bro. Like,
yeah, they're getting paid.
this isn't the NBA Finals.
Yeah, they're drinking with the boys. Like, who cares? And like we've said, like they're not like when they say it's a hard fought series, it's not like a hard fought football playoff game where like you're battered and bruised and this guy body slammed you like 15 times. Like, okay, you shot your body. Cool. Like,
yeah, like they do
buy
talk
me a
shit,
drink.
but like most,
Yeah.
like 95% of the pros, I feel like are like cool with each other. Like no one's like a hater. There are some
Yeah.
obviously that don't like each other. Like it doesn't seem like Draws and Scrappy are on the
They're
best
not
terms.
not copacetic at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Hey,
I love it.
that's all good. That's all good for me.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, and I like the banter from Draza to Optic. Like I think it keeps them
it's
staying fresh.
facts.
Yeah, now into the we're in the season for the NFL draft where there's just bullshit going everywhere, just left and right, flying across like the beaches of Normandy, just bombing down. Yeah, you're gonna love this one. The report from Adam Peters, who's the GM of the Commanders, is that he's gonna draft JJ McCarthy number 2.
Good luck.
I've heard of bluffing, and I've heard of trying to play your cards. this is where you just call bullshit and say call. Because you're not picking JJ McCarthy number 2. You're not doing it. There's no way.
It'd be insane.
I don't.
Because you wouldn't need to get him at 2. You could trade back and then just get him somewhere
100%.
else.
And have people not gone back and watched the tape where he played against like Georgia? And I'm talking 2 years ago, only because he wasn't asked to throw that much this last year at all. It was a running team only. Watch where he had to throw in games against TCU. Against Georgia,
get him on the Commanders where his running back is like 80-year-old Austin Eckler who can't even run anymore. Like
I don't.
Good luck.
And I appreciate, his coach being the hype man, saying, "Oh, the best product I've ever seen." I'm like, okay, Jim, like the dick sucking can get down a little bit, Let's
like chill out, dude. Would you draft him? Oh, would you get him on the Chargers over Herbert? Yeah, probably not. So
hell no, wouldn't do it.
Yeah. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, so that's a little malarkey. I never thought I'd see Frank the Tank as a Karen, but
we got the whole family. What do you say it looks like, Frank?
Ooh. What are you doing here? You're taking pictures of me. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I mean, why aren't you masked? You should be double masked. We should be back in isolation again.
It's a mandate, not a law.
Yeah, well, it should be a law. What I don't like needs to be banned. What I like must be mandatory.
We got the whole family.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank, for your words of wisdom there.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Frank.
Thank you.
That was too funny. So this is a video of Pete Rose's opinion on the Ohtani deal. This is kind of where my opinion kind of differed, where I kind of swayed over a little bit. Because this is coming from a guy who got caught. Like, there's no question about what he did. He's not going to deny it. I don't know who Josh Moody is, but, he's a bald guy.
Hey, guys, Matt Thrash here, enjoying some March Madness with my great friend Pete Rose. And we were talking about the current goings-on in baseball right now, and Pete wanted to mention something.
Well, back in the 70s and 80s, I wish I'd have had an interpreter. I'd be scot-free.
There you have it from the Hit King.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Case closed. It's done.
Yeah, case closed. Pete Rose got it. I mean, yeah, maybe, but like he would have an interpreter regardless of if he's gambling or not. So like, I guess it's just an easy fall guy. If you were, he's gonna have another interpreter after this, though. So it's not like that the interpreter is the common thread here.
It would just with all the different alerts you could set up on your phone for your bank account, to not know that $3 million has been pulled out is very hard for me. Like,
we're that guy's got so much cash, though. That's just like it's like a drop in the bucket for him.
But we're in a digital age where you get a notification for anything. And you're telling me this guy...
Maybe he's just paying him that much.
That's what I kind of thought.
Maybe he's paying him like that much, and that guy just is like, oh yeah. The one thing that would make sense is like, because normally the bookie won't get you this far in debt unless he knows you could pay it back.
Yeah.
So that's why some people think Ohtani has to be involved, but it could also be this guy saying like
he's got Ohtani backing him.
Yeah, like and Ohtani doesn't know about it, but the guy's just lying and saying, "Oh no, Ohtani's got me, bro. Like trust, like it'll be fine." And then he's just like scamming him. So like that could be the way where it's happening, and Ohtani doesn't know about it. But I don't know. This shit is just crazy though.
Interesting how it turns out.
I know.
It's definitely bringing excitement to baseball. I will say that. Not the right excitement, but excitement. Yeah. Yeah, this Mike Mitchell speech from a while ago seems pretty relevant after the new rule change.
Full speed contact football, and we're not doing that. I feel like I got to ask a guy, hey, are you ready for me to hit you right now before I hit you? And that's crazy. I'm going to mess around and get hurt trying to protect an offensive player because he's running an over route. Your quarterback shouldn't have threw that ball messed up. That happened 2 years ago. I'm not joking at all. Andy Dalton threw a ball to Tyler Eifert 2 years ago. Tyler Eifert had to dive for it. I was aiming for his gut. But if he don't dive, he don't get in the head. That's $50,000 out of my pocket, though, because Andy throws a bad ball. Make that make sense. And at first you're taking our money, but now, I got like Matt Hasselbeck calling me a dirty player and trying my character, and we've never met before. Full speed.
Last shot at Matt Hasselbeck before you leave.
Hey, all right.
But no, I mean, he makes a lot of sense. They're really, with these new rule changes, they're taking the responsibility away from the quarterback because the whole point of a quarterback was to take care of your guys where you put the ball.
Yep.
What's the point of having an accurate quarterback now? Like, it doesn't matter. You can't get hit anywhere. So if I throw it anywhere near you, you should catch it. There's no more emphasis on if I put it on your right shoulder versus your left shoulder. If I put it low, like that used to be the quarterback's responsibility because if you didn't, somebody would get killed. Like,
Facts.
I don't know, man. I don't know where football goes from this because
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to go so bad next year that they're going to have to revert back. Like, remember how bad the PI
oh my
challenge
gosh.
stuff was, and they're like, okay, never mind, bro, we can't do this anymore. I think that's what it's going to end up being.
Every freaking play with a 2-minute, like right before the 2-minute, they throw a deep ball. And we're gonna challenge that one, and the ball gets placed to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, so stupid.
I mean, the way that the rules are, dude. In our fantasy football chat, I would not disagree with removing defense and getting another flex player because, like,
yeah,
I don't know what defenses can do.
Yeah, literally.
Unless the quarterback is so bad, you can get picks off of him. Because now I'm thinking, how do defensive linemen hit a quarterback? Because you can't hit him below the waist. You can't hip drop tackle him. So where does the alligator roll fall in the hip drop tackle? Because that does drop your weight and rolls you. Like, how does any of this work anymore?
Exactly. That's why it's going to be a shit show this year, and they're going to have to revert all of it back, probably.
It's going to be so stupid.
Yeah. It's going to be dumb, and it's going to cost you your season.
Yep.
Besides the Chiefs, they'll let them slide.
Oh, you're going to see Chris Jones absolutely body slam like Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, would you look at the excellent play over there? I mean, he used his weight effectively. Like,
Mahomes is going to be just crying about something else now. It's going to be hilarious. He's going to be yapping.
Damn it. They didn't get rid of the tush push, though. I like that.
Tush push will always prevail because they can't, because it's not like illegal.
Yeah, and the god of it just left. Jason Kelsey said, I'm done. So they're like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah.
He's not here anymore.
He's like, we have a chance to stop it. And insert Cam Jurgens, who's been learning everything. It's done.
It's a done deal. I mean, it's going to be tough watching football for the first couple parts next year. Like,
yeah. Hopefully they're not throwing the flag as often as we think that they will.
Like,
but I guess we'll see.
Hope not. I don't really know how this worked, but apparently this guy snuck into Epstein Island.
That's me running towards the.
We're not going to watch all of it because obviously then we'll get,
yeah,
flagged for it and bullcrap. But my big thing is, if this Epstein Island was so difficult to get onto and for the FBI,
yeah, how did Big Dumb Dipshit get on there?
And how do you get a video out from it?
Yeah, they probably would have been all over this.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying there's security and all this shit, so yeah, I'm gonna assume if you got on there, they wanted you there.
I don't think the island's in full force anymore nowadays. Like.
Yeah, I think it's like in Far Cry when you finish liberating the island and you can kind of explore. I think it's what it is now.
You can kind of do whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, did USC's women troll?
Yeah, they ended up winning by almost 20, I think by 18.
Oh, okay.
Got this Utah Gonzaga game on. I think it's the last. This game, Gonzaga up by 10 with 6 minutes left. Now Gonzaga up by 8. Utah's trying to make a comeback. Shout out Pac-12. Pac-12,
Well, Utah.
Last year, RIP Pac-12. It's been real.
Yeah, it's been.
RIP.
Rest in peace.
Facts.
Rest in peace. It's unfortunate. Yeah, folks, we gave you everything we got.
We gave you everything we can. I feel like your voice got better throughout the thing, honestly.
I was gonna ask you. I feel like after it kind of got.
You kind of just had to get through the.
Oh.
You had to get through the bulk of it.
I hopped on a call this morning. It was bad. I'm sitting there drinking my tea, and they're like, "How was your weekend?" I'm like, "Oh, it was pretty good." They're like,
"Yeah,
did you just die?" I was like, "No,
I'll be all right."
Hey. Like, "Oh, did you sing?" I was like, "Not quite."
No,
like,
just screaming at Jesus.
Screaming at Jesus. Like, well, what did you say? I'm like, well,
call him a piece of shit.
You know that line that you can walk at church? I was like right there.
It was close.
So didn't cross it, but there are a couple where you're like, no, he didn't cross, but there are a couple check, a little.
Yeah, check with me.
Yeah, a little check with me. But yeah, it feels like it got better. I actually can feel like it got better.
No,
I think I've had 5 cups of tea today. So
okay, yeah, that'll do it. That'll help for sure.
So. Oh my gosh, feels a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
All right, people.
Thank you, folks. Sure to like, comment, and
Oh
subscribe.
yeah,
and let's
do all
see
the
if,
things you need to do.
Let me check real quick and see if the subscriber count went up. Might as well. No,
You
we're still
want-
at 22. We got 65 videos for you folks. Come on.
Come
Show
on,
some
let's
love.
lock in. Let's lock in, please.
Gas us up a little bit.
Do something.
Let me check this thing. If you haven't noticed, folks, I'm giving you enough time to just click that little subscribe button and the little bell. Yep. 87.9% are still unsubscribed. Let's just
Okay.
let's click the button. Just a
Let's
little.
up that. Let's get it down to like the 50% range. We'll start there.
We'll go 50-50.
Yeah, that works for me. To start.
I think we gave some good betting advice. I mean,
Yeah, don't bet.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Don't lose
If you
your
don't
mortgage.
bet, you won't lose.
There you go.
That's
It's
good.
simple as that.
Man, if you're gonna bet, just don't bet the whole house. Like,
don't bet everything on it.
There's nothing wrong with. I like to call it pot shot betting. Get your easy 60s and kind of rack them up.
Yeah.
You like 4 of those, you're at 240. Like,
Yeah.
boom.
And then,
Easy.
but then don't put the 240 on everything.
Just
just put
be smart.
150 of it away, and then just try and do the same thing, and then you just keep going from there.
Yeah, that's our advice. So, thank you, people.
right.
Shout out to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and we'll see you later.
See you.